First, O songs, for a prelude, lightly strike on the stretched tympanum pride and joy in my city. How she led the rest to arms, how she gave the cue, how at once with lithe limbs, unwaiting a moment she sprang. O superb, O Manhattan, my own, my peerless, O strong you in the hour of danger, in crisis, O truer than steel. How you sprang, how you threw off the costumes of peace with indifferent hand. How your soft opera music changed, and the drum and fife were heard in their stead. How you led to war, that shall serve for our prelude, song of soldiers. How Manhattan drum taps led. 40 years had I in my city seen soldiers parading, 40 years as a pageant, till unawares the lady of this teeming and turbulent city, sleepless amid her ships, her houses, her incalculable wealth, with her million children around her, suddenly, at dead of night, at news from the south, incensed, struck with clenched hand the pavement, a shock electric, the night sustained it, till with ominous hum our hive at daybreak poured out its myriads, from the houses then and the workshops, and through all the doorways leapt they tumultuous, and lo, Manhattan arming. To the drum taps prompt, the young men falling in and arming, the mechanics arming, the trowel and jack-plane, the blacksmith's hammer tossed aside with precipitation, the lawyer leaving his office and arming, the judge leaving the court, the driver deserting his wagon in the street, jumping down, throwing the reins abruptly down on the horses' backs, the salesman leaving the store, the boss, bookkeeper, porter, all leaving. Squads gather everywhere by common consent and arm. The new recruits, even boys, the old men show them how to wear their accoutrements. They buckle the straps carefully. Outdoors, arming. Indoors, arming. The flash of the musket barrels. The white tents cluster in camps. The armed sentries around. The sunrise cannon, and again at sunset. Armed regiments arrive every day, pass through the city, and embark from the wharves. How good they look as they tramp down to the river, sweaty, with their guns on their shoulders. How I love them! How I could hug them with their brown faces and their clothes and knapsacks covered with dust. The blood of the city up, armed, armed, the cry everywhere. The flags flung out from the steeples of churches and from all the public buildings and stores. The tearful parting. The mother kisses her son. The son kisses his mother. Loath is the mother to part, yet not a word does she speak to detain him. The tumultuous escort, the ranks of policemen preceding, clearing the way. The unpent enthusiasm, the wild cheers of the crowd for their favorites. The artillery, the silent cannons, bright as gold, drawn along, rumble lightly over the stones. Silent cannons, soon to cease your silence, soon unlimbered to begin the red business. All the mutter of preparation, all the determined arming, the hospital service, the lint, bandages and medicines, the women volunteering for nurses, the work begun for in earnest, no mere parade now. War. An armed race is advancing, the welcome for battle, no turning away. War, be it weeks, months, or years, an armed race is advancing to welcome it. Mannahatta a march, and it's oh to sing it well. It's oh for a manly life in the camp. And the sturdy artillery, the guns bright as gold, the work for giants to serve well the guns. Unlimber them. No more is the past 40 years for salutes, for courtesies merely. Put in something now besides powder and wadding. And you, lady of ships, you Mannahatta, old matron of this proud, friendly, turbulent city. Often in peace and wealth you were pensive or covertly frowned amid all your children, but now you smile with joy, exulting, old Mannahatta. Armed year, year of struggle. No dainty rhymes or sentimental love verses for you, terrible year. Not you as some pale poetling, seated at a desk, lisping cadenzas piano, but a strong man, erect, clothed in blue clothes, advancing, carrying a rifle on your shoulder, with well-gristled body and sunburnt face and hands, with a knife in the belt at your side. As I heard you shout loud, your sonorous voice ringing across the continent, your masculine voice, O year, as rising amid the great cities, amid the men of Manhattan, I saw you as one of the workmen, the dwellers of Manhattan, or with large steps crossing the prairies of Illinois and Indiana, rapidly crossing the west with springy gait and descending the Alleghenies, or down from the Great Lakes, or in Pennsylvania, or on deck along the Ohio River, or southward along the Tennessee or Cumberland rivers, or at Chattanooga on the mountain top. Saw I your gait, saw I your sinewy limbs clothed in blue, bearing weapons, robust year, heard your determined voice launched forth again and again, year that suddenly sang, by the mouths of the round-lipped cannon, I repeat you, hurrying, crashing, sad, distracted year. Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles, blow, through the windows, through doors, burst like a ruthless force into the solemn church and scatter the congregation. Into the school where the scholar is studying, leave not the bridegroom quiet, no happiness must he have now with his bride, nor the peaceful farmer any peace, plowing his field or gathering his grain. So fierce your whir and pound your drums, so shrill your bugles blow. Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles, blow, over the traffic of cities, over the rumble of wheels in the streets. Are beds prepared for sleepers at night in the houses? No sleepers must sleep in those beds. No bargainers bargain by day. No brokers or speculators. Would they continue? Would the talkers be talking? Would the singer attempt to sing? Would the lawyer rise in the court to state his case before the judge? Then rattle quicker, heavier drums. You bugles, wilder blow. Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles, blow. Make no parley, stop for no expostulation. Mind not the timid, mind not the weeper or prayer. Mind not the old man beseeching the young man. Let not the child's voice be heard, nor the mother's entreaties. Make even the trestles to shake the dead where they lie, awaiting the hearses. So strong you thump, O terrible drums, so loud you bugles blow. From Paumanok starting, I fly like a bird, around and around, to soar, to sing the idea of all. To the north, betaking myself to sing their Arctic songs, to Canada, till I absorb Canada in myself, to Michigan then, to Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, to sing their songs, they are inimitable, then to Ohio and Indiana to sing theirs, to Missouri and Kansas and Arkansas to sing theirs, to Tennessee and Kentucky, to the Carolinas and Georgia to sing theirs, to Texas and so up toward California to roam accepted everywhere, to sing first, to tap of the war drum if need be, the idea of all, of the Western world one and inseparable, and then the song of each member of these states,